Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome into the arena from Barcelona in Spain, Oscar Palomino.
Well, here comes Oscar Palomino, a tough little Spaniard. He's only 23. He's won 15 of his 17 fights. And it's a real test this tonight for Paul Ryan, the man they call Scrap Iron, to face this man. He's moving up really from boxing's back streets onto the main thoroughfares. He's from Barcelona in Spain. Boxed in the Olympics in Barcelona as a 20-year-old. He was Spain's representative, so he's got some pedigree.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Hackney, Paul Scrap Iron.
One less. He's boxed more rounds, though, the Spaniard. Ryan, though, finishes the job quicker, as a rule, as you can see. 3.7 is average per fight. 7 rounds for Palomino.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome viewers throughout the United Kingdom to Europe's premier sports channel, Sky Sports, and to big-time boxing from London's fabulous Royal Albert Hall, where Frank Warren for Sports Network, in association with our sponsors, Middle East Broadcast Centre, MBC, proudly present a contest of 12 3-minute rounds to decide the vacant WBO Intercontinental Light Welterweight Championship. The officials appointed for this contest by the WBO, the judges at ringside, Mr. Paul Thomas of Derby, Mr. Roy Francis from London, Mr. Mickey Van from Leeds, and the referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dave Paris from London. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the boxers. Firstly, in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the yellow trim, and coming from Barcelona in Spain, his professional record of 17 contests has 15 wins, 9 wins coming by way of KO, with just 2 losses. He is the former Hispanic lightweight champion, and he weighed in at 9 stone, 13 pounds. Would you please welcome to our ring, Oscar Palomino. And ladies and gentlemen, across the ring in the blue corner, his opponent wearing the white trunks with the red trim, coming from Hackney. He is undefeated as a professional in 18 contests. 15 wins coming by way of KO. He's the #1 contender for the light welterweight championship of Great Britain. He also weighed in at 9 stone 13 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Paul Scrap Iron Ryan.
So we're all set to go here. Referee is Dave Paris amid these ornate surroundings. Short and sweet. 3 British judges as well for this one, which is due to go 12 rounds, and Ryan has never gone beyond 8 before. Palomino has been involved in 5 12-rounders, so staying power may be his strong suit here. Palomino, the Spaniard in the red and yellow national colours of Spain. Paul Ryan, the southpaw from Hackney in East London, in his biggest fight to date, no doubt about it. He had been trying to line up Ross Hale, the British champion, but he's got a world title on his mind.
You can see already in the physical aspect, just going to Ryan, much taller, better reach. And Palomino, most of his fights have been at lightweight.
It's just switching, if you notice, Ryan, from southpaw to orthodox, even in the opening 30 minutes or so of the 30 seconds or so of the contest. Beginning to get through with some good-looking punches already, Ryan. Palomino comes here with the reputation of not really being a brawler. He's caught by the right hand there. He's more the skillful boxing artist, but so far he's feeling the weight of those shots by Ryan, who again just switches to lead with the right. And he's got Palomino on the run in this opening round.
He has. He's got Palomino in a bit of trouble. That right hand, just a little while ago, seemed to hurt Palomino just a bit. So it's a good start for Ryan here, and he's got to land with some solid shots early.
Don't forget that Palomino has done most of his campaigning in the lightweight division, so he's moving up effectively here. And he seems to be feeling the extra weight in the punches of Ryan. Ryan's this fearless sort. He doesn't mind a tear-up. And interestingly, look at that left arm of his. He can't straighten it because he broke it 5 times. Some blood by the side of Palomino's right eye. Early on. So everything going Ryan's way so far. And there are signs here, I would say early on, that he might be able to get this job done pretty quickly, because Palomino looks pretty outgunned at the moment.
He certainly does, yes. He looks a little bit gun-shy. He looks very wary of Ryan. And you can see that Ryan must be very strong. He's a mature 30-year-old, so I think he'll be feeling them punches, Palomino.
Palomino does hold something called the Hispanic lightweight title. And he's defended that 4 times, but how much that might mean, I'm not entirely sure at the moment. From a big opening round for the man from East London. Well, that could hardly have been more encouraging for him. All top of the bill tonight, and you haven't missed it yet. It comes up in a little while. That's Naseem Hamed against Juan Polo Perez, the former world champion. Here, live, we've got Paul Scrap Iron Ryan looking for his first title against Oscar Palomino, and doing well, Glenn.
He has certainly got the best of it there with a good long rangey right hand.
Second round here then, and Ryan in the white shorts against this squat little Spaniard. Reach advantage as well for Ryan is proving quite significant, because every time that Palomino does try to find a way, and he's picked off with some quite heavy-looking artillery.
And I think also Palomino will be a bit bemused, because Ryan keeps switch hitting all the time, leading with the left hand, then leading with the right hand.
Massive problems for Palomino early on here. Beckons him in and says, come on, if you want to have a fight, I'll do that too. And he's got so much going for him, it looks like, in this fight, Ryan.
Just you wonder what Palomino's got to do. He's primarily a boxer, and he's got to try and get inside that very long reach. And then when he gets there, he hasn't really got the strength of Ryan.
Gets him with the right hand there, though, Palomino, and that just shook Ryan a bit. First success for the Spaniard. So what have we got here? Now there's a change in the script. He caught him with the right hand. I think Ryan's head might have cleared, but then he just got a bit careless and got caught with another left hook.
Yes, on paper, Palomino's not supposed to be regarded as a puncher, but he certainly hurt Ryan there.
And then he followed it up with a decent left hook. So this may not be quite the simple task it looked early on. And Ryan may have learned a new respect for this Spaniard.
Yes, again, Palomino just in that combination seemed to catch Ryan with a good left hook.
That's really lifted Palomino, you can tell.
Ryan's style, quite ungainly, and he's still a little bit raw.
It's quite bizarre the way he keeps on switching almost every 15 seconds or so to lead first with right, then with left.
That's right, again, Palomino lands with a decent right hand.
He's finding Ryan quite easy to hit when he does come forward now, Palomino. to unload, but Palomino holds on, looks to try and buy some time. Fascinating little fight here. 2 rounds gone. And an old-fashioned look between the two of them at the end of that second round. This is really warming up. Well, if Ryan thought he had an easy job on his hands, he's got a different idea and perspective of things now, Glenn.
He will, and maybe that'll liven him up a little bit, because he was having it all his own way in the first round. He was standing very upright, kept switch hitting, and then all of a sudden Palomino comes out with this good punch, and it definitely shook Ryan. Just leads in right hand right on the side of the face.
Yeah, good shot, wasn't it?
It was. Got a little bit of power in that shot, and you see Ryan there just tumbled away.
And then later on in the round, right hand again from Palomino.
Just this time Ryan fought back, where you just sense he's got to keep his chin down a little bit, Ryan.
Third round, Oscar Palomino from Barcelona, Paul Ryan from East London, looking for his first title, the WBO's Intercontinental Light Welterweight title. Doesn't really mean an awful lot as it stands, but it might be a gateway to other things for Ryan, who is one of the Frank Warren stable of fighters. Good following, big reception when he came into the ring. So those fans have just been silenced for a while, because I think they realise now that Palomino may have a little more to offer than they thought.
That's right. Well, Ryan, he looks in superb condition, said to be a very good worker in the gym, but he's going to need to do some work now. He needs to start throwing more punches. He's just allowing Palomino to start catching him with shots.
Will call them together. I don't know that the Spaniard will understand, but I think he might get the gist of it. Keep your punches up, he said. Yeah, a couple of them did stray low. And then Ryan catches him again.
Because Ryan sees the initiative here.
He's got him on the run again now in the third round. This is the first round revisited. Oh, that looked low from Ryan.
Good right hand.
He got him in the right. He got him in the right. Down goes Ryan. He was caught by a right-hand counter. And he's feeling the punch power of this Spaniard, who we thought did not really have a sledgehammer punch. And Ryan, well, you've got to ask questions about his punch resistance like that, because it's another right hand. He hardly knows where he is. I think he's going to be stopped here. I don't think Ryan's going to be winning this. Caught again.
He's on very unsteady legs, Ian.
3 knockdown rule is in effect here. Another knockdown will do it for Palomino in this round. That might be at the right hand. Ryan somehow staying on his feet. I don't know if he's aware of this, but one more knockdown will constitute an automatic stoppage. Ryan hardly knows what time it is. The referee must surely dive in pretty soon. His eyes are swimming, Ryan. He's all over the place. The referee's giving him every chance. Is closing in to finish the job. Well, bravery from Ryan. He's fighting only on instinct.
I think it should be stopped now.
Oh, he doesn't know where he is.
He's in a bad state.
He's in oblivion back there. Right now he's got a cut as well. How is he staying on his feet? How is he doing it? Somehow he survived the round. One more knockdown and that would have been it. Palomino would have been the winner automatically under the 3 knockdown rule. Look at Paul Ryan. Only he could tell you how he got through that last minute. I couldn't begin to explain it.
Unbelievable. He got hurt several times. The last 30 seconds, his legs had totally gone. I'm sure he didn't know where he was at all. He was in desperate trouble from this right hand, and look at the legs, everything's gone. And yet he managed to keep up, and he managed to still try and fight back at the end of the round.
It's a harsh thing always to say about a fighter, but this fellow does not have the reputation of being a puncher, and it does pose questions about Ryan's punch resistance, doesn't it?
That's right. We said on paper that he wasn't a puncher. He was definitely hurt Ryan very, very badly there, and he's done tremendous to hang in there, but you get the feeling that a couple of good right hands from Palomino will finish the job.
Well, has Howard Rainey managed to revive Ryan enough? Has his head cleared? Rather unwisely, he was on his feet about 7 seconds before the bell sounded for the round here. I think he needed every second to recover. But he's out there again. Time has been bought. Was it enough? We'll soon find out. Well, this was certainly not on the cards in that opening round. It looked as though Ryan was on his way to a facile victory, but no.
Getting them looping punches, giving Ryan all sorts of problems.
I think Ryan's probably the heavier hitter of the two. It's just that Palomino's got more punch resistance.
I think you're right there. Certainly when he got hit on the chin, everything went out of Ryan. But he's
come back here. But the Spaniard takes it and counters himself. Well, I don't know about scrap iron. This is some scrap. Fourth round, surely is not going to last 12. I think that last round, by the way, would probably have been scored something like 10-7 by the judges with the knockdowns, and it was so one-sided. Glenn has got it like that, yeah, a 10-7 round. Palomino in a very handy lead already.
That's right, and obviously it was all that round that gave him a good wide lead. But Ryan's still in there, and obviously he'll be clearing his head a little bit, but he's got to keep out of the way of them looping right hands.
What a turnaround here. It's hard to believe we're only in the fourth round. This Palomino has showed why he managed to win representation for the Olympic Games in his home city of Barcelona as a 20-year-old. Development so far, a nasty shock for the Frank Warren camp, as represented by Ryan here. And he's getting through this round, all right, and every second that passes is good news for Ryan, because he should, you would think, be getting stronger, and maybe the effects of the knockdowns would be starting to wear off. Maybe, but how long before the same thing happens again?
That's right, he'll be clearing his head, but still, it's early days yet. He got caught with some very good shots in the last round.
Welcome back to the Royal Albert Hall. Star-studded guest list tonight, including Frank Bruno, whose big fight with Oliver McCall, his fourth bid to win a World Heavyweight Championship, scheduled for October the 2nd. He must admire the way Ryan's come back.
Yes, he did well here. You see some of the good work where Ryan's fighting back, showed a lot of courage.
Now there's a timeout here. I think the gum shield of Ryan may have been lost here. Now, they should have two. They should have a spare one. Now, of course, this is good news for Ryan. He's getting longer than the minute break. And if this had happened at the end of the last round, there really would have been a few accusing stares, I think, about them trying to buy some time.
That's right. You see the corner, they're shrugging the shoulders. Where's it gone? The mysterious missing gum shield.
Well, they still cannot find the gum shield. This is extraordinary. In theory, he could be disqualified for not having a gum shield. They're looking everywhere for it. Has anyone seen a gum shield?
By rights, you're supposed to have two gum shields in.
What are they going to do next?
They should have a spare.
I've never seen anything like this. Have you? This is pure farce. You could put this on at the Whitehall Theatre. Never mind the Royal Albert Hall. Frank Warren can't believe it. Neither can we. Very embarrassing for Howard Rainey in the corner. What are they going to do next? Have a public address announcement? Has anyone got a gum shield in their pocket? Didn't bring along a couple, did he, Glenn?
I'm sure Palomino might have a spare one he'll lend him. He just wants to get on with the job.
They've got one now. I thought I'd seen it all. 5th round. Paragliders in the ring in Las Vegas. Lost gum shields at the Royal Albert Hall. And what next, you wonder, in this fight? It's been eventful in one way or another, to put it mildly. Then has Palomino in a big lead.
But Ryan, he's been bought precious time there, so now he's got to try and get himself back in this fight.
Older hands, of course, will remember the famous Cassius Clay, as he then was Henry Cooper incident with the alleged slip glove by Angelo Dundee to buy time after Henry had dumped him on the canvas. The arguments still go on about that one. Not suggesting anything quite as Machiavellian was going on there. But didn't do Ryan any harm, put it that way, to have that long a gap. Happily for Ryan, the fight has quietened down a bit. And having got through the crisis, his next task is to somehow try to claw back the points deficit.
Yes, that's what he wants. He wants to quiet down a bit. He wants to get his man on the jab. Just start taking his time, trying to control each round and trying to build up a bit of points.
The Spaniard does look resilient, doesn't he? Durable.
Yes, he does look quite durable. He has got quite good head movement as well.
Hasn't been stopped yet either. As Palomino. Famous fighting name, of course, we all remember Carlos Palomino, who gave John H. Tracy such a hard time. Great world welterweight champion. No relation, needless to say.
Ryan looking better when he punches out them straight punches, but again he...
Oh! Now, this is sort of 2 falls and a submission stuff now from Ryan. Dave Parrish, the referee, needless to say, didn't like that.
Yes, it's all getting a little bit out of hand. But he was landing well with his straight shots, Ryan. But he's just got to be careful of that looping right hand from Palomino. That looks the danger punch.
Palomino had only scored 9 stoppage wins inside the distance out of 15 victories in his career. It's a decent right hand from Ryan. It's definitely taken something out of him, though, the knockdowns, as you'd expect. There's a more subdued look about him. The fire seems to have gone out a bit.
Yes.
Can you rediscover it?
That's right, the fire's gone a little bit from Ryan.
Away at the Royal Albert Hall tonight, we've had lost gum shields, we've had knockdowns, we've had Paul's scrap iron Ryan on the verge of defeat, and there he's caught with the right hand again.
That's right, that's what he's got to be careful of. That's the danger punch from Palomino. But he's throwing less and less Palomino, so he's giving Ryan a chance to get back into this fight.
6th round, it's due to go 12. After an explosive opening, things have just quietened down a bit. Ryan has managed to get through so far without any further alarms. I must say we were questioning his punch resistance, but he did survive the last minute of that torrid 3rd round somehow, and he stayed on his feet since then.
He's trying to use his strength, Ryan. He's trying to bull Palomino about, but every now and again you just see a little cuffing shot coming in from Palomino, which look quite dangerous.
Again, Ryan switches to lead with the right. He's missing a lot though. Gets through that time with the right hand, but Palomino is soaking up these punches. But Ryan will hope that if he can keep on landing them, he may wear this man down. The Londoner is not out of it yet.
Yes, we've got to remember that Ryan is the one who has the power. So he's got to try and land with his own powerful shots.
So far, the punches have rather bounced off Palomino, or since the first round anyway. But as he gets tired, they may start to have a wee bit more effect. We'll see.
Yes, Palomino's done well because he's got a little bit better head movement. He's slipping a lot of Ryan's shots.
This is awkward as well for Ryan. He's having to punch down, isn't it, this man, too? Not easy. Oh, left hook from Palomino. Who again, Ryan left himself wide open for that left hook. It was a bit of a slap, really, but it could have been costly.
Because you think Ryan, he's most vulnerable when he's coming forward. He's coming forward, landing his straight punches, but his chin's right in the air.
Moving up towards the halfway point of this fight, and remember, still to come live, we've got the Prince, Naseem Hamed, up against former world champion Juan Polo Perez, probably his toughest test to date. Blood around that eye still, not too much of a problem for Ryan. He's got other problems. Good left hand right at the end of the round, and it knocked the gum shield out for Palomino. We're live at the Royal Albert Hall on Big Time Boxing tonight. We've got Prince Naseem Hamed topping the bill, defending his WBC International Super Bantamweight title. That'll be coming up right after this fight between Paul Scrap Iron Ryan. There he is. He's really got a big job on his hand here against what we thought was a light puncher, Oscar Palomino from Spain, but he had Ryan on the very verge of defeat in the third round, when Ryan was down twice and seemed as if he must go down again, but somehow survived. This is the seventh. Palomino's in the red and yellow of his native Spain.
Yes, and I've still got Palomino in a big lead, although I have...
Gum shirts come out for Ryan.
Well, I had Ryan win in the last round.
Once more, time taken out for a gum shirt. That is a problem over in that corner, one way and another tonight, isn't it? Now they've got it back in. It's quietened down a bit, though, isn't it, from that beginning?
Yes, well, Palomino hasn't really been able to land with a good shot. And Ryan's just steadily getting himself back in the fight.
Yeah, I think he's just clawing his way back within reach of Palomino here. It's been a good effort to come back from the brink. And you start to get the feeling that if his chin holds up, the task may yet be within his reach.
Yes, well, after the third round, I think few would have thought that he'd still be here.
Good right uppercut from Ryan. Okay, you know that looping right hand from the Spaniard on the counter. Pulls him a little with the right hand. He gets two again from Ryan. That had some effect. That will encourage him. And now he's rather stood off. Having had that success, he maybe should have followed up there, I think. Don't you, Glenn?
Yes, I think he should have. And what he did was change stance and try and go at it again, switching to the southpaw. I'm not sure I like that in.
He's getting through with his right hands now. And these punches are not bouncing off Palomino so much now. This gritty little Spaniard was just staggered a little by the weight of a couple of blows. Oh, the gum shield knocked out for Palomino. The referee won't call a stoppage until there is a lull so that gum shield can be put back in. There's no lull at the moment. You can see that. Ryan's going for broke here. Palomino holding on for dear life, trying to buy some time, and he's done that successfully. His gum shield is still out.
Yes, Ryan landing with lots of shots. But you've just got to be a little bit worried when he does that, that he leaves the chin a little bit high in the air. And Palomino can come back with a good counter.
Good refereeing that by Dave Paris. He waited until there was a proper lull before calling for the gum shield to be clean. And look at the corner there. That's Angel Sierra, and he's taking all day to get that gum shield clean and put back in. He knows his man's in a bit of trouble in this round. That must be the longest rinse for a gum shield in history.
I'm sure he wants just to get a little bit of his own back. But Ryan's starting to land with some decent shots.
This is the best round for a long time. Oh, he's got through again. This time it was a left to the head. Look at Palomino, they're looking for the counters. Ryan's got to be careful. He can't just charge in. He might get caught himself.
Yes, Palomino's dipping from side to side, trying to avoid punches, but he keeps coming back with that looping overhand right and overhand left.
Well, terrific little fight here. 7 rounds gone. Now, a man who has starred here in the past, and there have been a lot of stars here in the past, is Barry McGuigan, who's up there in the box with Paul Dempsey. Barry, what do you think?
Well, I think, obviously, Ryan is starting to come back at this stage, but his defence is deplorable. He's wide open, and when he gets wild, he just fights with reckless abandon, leaves his chin up in the air. But, you know, he's such a tenacious guy. He might be able to just wear this guy down with sheer size and power and just determination, but he really has got to be so careful. When he gets up on top of these guys, he just leaves his chin wide up. Look at this here, way up in the air now. I know he's hitting Palomino with some good punches, but his chin is so high up, it's so easy to nail him. The guy is bound to catch him again, but he's such a gritty guy, he might just wear him down.
7 rounds gone, 8 coming up. Thanks to Barry McGuigan for his comments. This is Ian Darke with Glenn McCrory down at ringside, almost within touching distance of the fighters here. Paul Ryan, the British boxer in the white trunks here, against this resilient little Spaniard. A bit discouraging for Ryan, really, that last round. He really hit Palomino with his best shots, but the Spaniard was still there, counting him like that.
Listen, as Barry says, them counters are always dangerous.
Ryan, I think, is finding out what a lot of fighters discover when they just move up in level, that people will not lie down in front of them anymore. The cotton wool opposition days have gone. I'm not suggesting that all Ryan's wins have been that, but far from it. But he is moving up a grade. Good right now, Palomino. Let's stiffen the legs of Ryan. He does leave his chin in the air, as Barry McGuigan was saying, doesn't he?
He does. It's a very bad fault, and he took a right hand flush on the chin there, and you just see the legs deaden.
But this man has got enormous tenacity and grit, this Ryan. He's a real street fighter, isn't he?
Oh, he certainly is. He's a tough man. Again, the Spaniard just dips the head and comes back with these counters over the top.
He does look stronger and more compact, doesn't he, this Spaniard? Ryan will just hope that if he can keep on landing with his heavier shots, he just might break the resistance of this man. Doesn't look quite so composed there. 3 or 4 raining in from Ryan, and again, combination. That was good from Ryan, left and right.
Again, Ryan getting off the shot, but still them hands dangerously low.
Oh, left hook was a big punch too from Ryan.
Palomino's looking tired in.
Starting to gasp for air there. Blood smeared around the face of Ryan, who's closing in now. He feels he's got this Spaniard going. If he can win this, he'll have really come back from the very brink. It would be an astonishing triumph. Palomino, he stopped! He stopped it! Well, I'm amazed at that. I am amazed at that. He was taking punches, all right, but he'd never been down in the contest. And, well, poor Ryan is the champion, but I'd have to say that the stoppage was shall we say, debatable, Glenn?
I think it was certainly debatable when you look at the chances that Ryan got in the third round. I mean, I think the referee picked a good time to stop the fight. He was knocking Palomino's head about, but when you put it in context with the sort of damage that Ryan had took and how bad he was in the third round, you've got to say that it wasn't fair. He should have given him a little bit more time, as he did Ryan.
Well, when you think back to the third round and the trouble Ryan was in, Palomino was in nothing like the kind of crisis that Ryan had been in round 3.
That's exactly right.
I think you've got to say there that Ryan was done a favour, but give him credit to come back in the way that he did, from being in a daze and just fighting on instinct to win, was an astonishing performance. Well done to Paul Scrap Iron Ryan. But from Oscar Palomino's point of view, a debatable stoppage, I think it has to be said. Ryan remains unbeaten, and the Spaniards, they're very unhappy, and the cornerman, the trainer, wouldn't let him shake hands afterwards. Oh, he's got his little girl there.
Yes, I'm sure Ryan is very, very happy, but I think the referee jumped in a little bit too early. He should have given Palomino a bit more other chance, as he did with Ryan in the third round.
Ryan's won a title, but he's got to improve his defence, otherwise it's going to be big, big problems. But what a courageous performance. Hard luck, really, on Palomino. You'd have liked to see a bit more of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 34 seconds of round 8, the referee has stopped the contest. Oscar Palomino in no position to continue. The winner and new WBO Intercontinental Light Welterweight champion, Paul Scrap Iron Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've got